I know that you have been in a situation in your life where you had to choose between different opportunities. Which decision is the right one? Should I do this or should I go with that? What kind of impact has my decision if I may choose the wrong path? Have you ever found yourself being completely confused about not knowing which step to take now? Have you ever been wondering what would have happened if you would have made another decision? All that in this upcoming episode. Hey superstar, you can be proud of yourself. You found this channel because you want more out of your life. Normal is not in your dictionary and you know you can get whatever you dream about. Less talking, more action. My name is Anna Russo, your new success host. Welcome to my podcast, Luxury Problems. As already mentioned, I know already that everyone out there that is watching this video right now has been in a situation where you had not only one decision to make, but different decisions. And everything came in the same time. So you got so overwhelmed that you did not know which path to take now. What happens if I go with plan A? But I don't want to miss out on plan B. What if I just would take plan Z? All these overwhelming questions have been not only in my life previously. I know a lot of people that are facing exactly those questions every single day. I have a lot of clients in my coaching that do not know, especially when they want to transition from being in a 9 to 5 going into their self-employment, being their own boss, their own CEO. They have many questions and they're confused because they don't know what happens if I choose this path. But what happens when I pick that path? Am I missing out on something? What is it that I benefit from when I choose this path? And all these things are subconsciously really bothering our minds and holding us back from achieving and getting the things that we really desire and that we want. That's why I thought it is super important for you to know what your intuition, and that's what the whole video is about our intuition, how you can use your intuition skills in order to make the right decisions in your life, but especially in your business. Let's talk about certain situations that might be the case. Let's say you just finished an amazing project, you put a lot of work in, then it comes the time where you have to make a decision if you wanna go with this company or if you wanna go with that company. Both companies are great. They have seen your growth, your experience, both of them offering good money, a great deal whatsoever. Then you have to make a decision whether you want to go with this company or with that company. So a lot of people are more logically thinking, okay, so let me chop it off. Let me make a list. Let me write down why would I go with this company and why would I go with this company. They start making analytics, seeing what kind of numbers and so on, which is great. And you should always do that and investigate this. But you didn't make a plan with your intuition. And for those who don't really know what intuition is, your intuition is your oldest instinct that you have since you're born. You maybe know the typical mother instinct, when a mother really feels when something isn't right with their children. She deeply, like your intuition, is guiding her so much to the fact that something might not right with her kids, that she's reaching out to them constantly, calling all the time, seeing what's going on, until it turns out one of their kids was involved in a problem. For example, your feeling that you have, your intuition, which is basically nothing else than a feeling, is guiding you to make the right decisions for yourself in that specific moment. What I have to say here is as well, there is no right or wrong. There will never be a right or wrong. You cannot make a wrong decision because every single decision in your life that you make is there for you to learn. And yes, maybe sometimes certain decisions were not the smartest. I definitely know what I'm talking about because I've been there. I've made decisions in my life that back then I probably would have said I regret them. But now I'm thankful I had the chance to experience that situation and that learning lesson. That's why I know there is no wrong, because if I would not have chose that path, I wouldn't have made so many mistakes in order for me to learn how not to do the things in future. Sometimes you actually come into a situation where you actually know because it's on paper, and it's like too many situations already where you see like, oh, just based on all the facts, that's not the decision I should make. Like, totally not. Too many red flags, too many things that don't seem to be right, but I still do it. Because maybe there's something else I want to get out of it. Maybe it's a selfish thought where I know I see the red flags, but if I go through it, I benefit because then I'm getting this and that out of that situation. If you have these thoughts and this really deep feeling of wanting more all the time, more, and you oversee the red flags, you overhear your intuition, and you're not listening at all, and you still make that decision, you will probably get your payback after that. Quick story, and most of the people that follow me for a while know what happened on my LA journey. I had a situation where I had the chance to decide if I want to open up a business here in the States. So I really wanted to come to LA so bad. It was really one of my biggest dreams and wishes, and there was nothing else that I want more than just being here in LA. I got an opportunity from a business partner back then. He said, if you operate for my business in the United States, I will make sure you've been taken care of and you get your work visa and so on. And the fact that I really, really wanted this so bad, I oversaw a lot of red flags. Because there have been many red flags and I saw them. I acknowledged them. I was really, really aware of them. Even my father told me not to do it, which is another story because parents always say stuff like this in order for their kids not to be hurt and so on. But there was many red flags, but the fact that I wanted to go to America so bad made me oversee all these red flags, and I didn't listen to my intuition. I didn't listen to it. So what happened? I made that commitment with this business partner. I moved to the States. I left everything behind in Germany. I left my car. I sold my car, my apartment. I donated all my clothes. I even quit my business that I had for almost 10 years over there. After a while, it came out that he didn't even have the money, was not able to finance a visa or a business across overseas, which was a problem because that meant for me I had to go back to Germany, but then I didn't have anything no more. I just simply lost my whole entire existence within 3 freaking months. I didn't listen to my intuition. I could have saved myself from all these problems if I would have listened to my intuition and to my dad and to people that love me, but I didn't. So was it now a bad thing that this happened to me? No. Am I now the strong person that I needed to become in order to get more challenges? Yes, I became that person. Did it help me now with my business to even achieve more? Did I get a big, giant cosmetic deal with a big company? Yes, I did. And all these things would not have happened if I would not have made that mistake. That's why I can confidently say there is no right or wrong decisions. But sometimes we're at that crossroad where we stand right there and we know there's like a left and a right, but what now? What is now the decision that I have to make? And that's all based off fear. We are scared to look like dummies in front of others. to when we do the wrong decision. We are scared that the plan that we choose maybe not work out. Maybe that's the one where we lose not only money but also all and everything that we have always been working on. And all these things, they're so important for us people, but especially if you have never taken any risk, if you're a person that always plays the safe game, if that even exists, then it's really hard for those people making decisions based out of their intuition. A lot of people, they just want their facts play a big role in this game. Once they feel like there is no facts and they really have to go with their gut feeling, they feel lost. And I want to help those who really have that lost and fearful feeling when it comes to making decisions. I really want to encourage you to listen to yourself. And a big tip that I can give everyone out there: none of us just gets a decision that we have to make like right now. What is really important, if you receive that call, that email, you talk to that person and they put you on this decision, you don't have to answer right away. Nobody needs to make a decision right now in this moment, unless it's a life-threatening situation where you have to make a decision. And believe me, then you will, because when you have the pressure, you know you have to make a decision and then you just go with it. But regularly, normally, there's always a way to say, thank you so much for this offer. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. It's not that I'm not confident going with this decision, but I'm pretty sure you are respecting the fact that I want to think about everything in order for me and also for you making the right decision, and I let you know what I decided to do. That's a way you can talk to people about when you don't want to make a decision immediately. It's always great if you have at least one night to think about it. Sometimes really timing is not sometimes, guys, always timing is a big factor for everything in life. If it's manifestation, if it's intuition, making decisions, all these things are super important. Sometimes you don't even have to make a decision and things happen for you. You get these decisions, you know deep down there's something doesn't feel right, but maybe you're scared to tell people. Maybe you feel uncomfortable denying somebody's offer, and that's why you kind of wait. And then sometimes it happens that people out of nowhere say, hey, you know what? I'm so sorry. I gave you that offer, but something changed within our company and it doesn't work out that way. That's because you have been patient and you gave the universe, your source, time to show you that it takes care of you. It took the decision for you in order for you not to be in trouble later on. And yes, it happens also that sometimes you don't make a decision fast enough and then somebody else takes it. But don't blame yourself for that. It's important to start getting a good rhythm about your feelings, your intuition, and your decisions. Once you know how to handle these things, and once you know how to maneuver that feeling and finding out, how do I feel now when I have to make this decision? How do I feel now if I have to make that decision? It's all a learning process. It's practicing, learning. What I just can give you really on your hand is practice meditation, practice silence, practice yoga. These are things that center you and connect you back to source, to your higher self, and also to ground yourself to make the right decisions for your life. I told you there's no right or wrong, but for you in this specific moment, that's what you should be really making sure that you are connecting not only with your higher self. And I'm not talking simply about the stuff that where you have to make a decision like, do I buy 2 packages of chips or do I buy 1 package chips? That's not this type of decisions I'm talking about. I'm talking about life-changing decisions. Think back of when you have made a big decision in your life, but you never questioned yourself after what would have happened if I would not have done this? What would have happened if I would not have choose that path? who and where would I be now? Once you ask yourself that, it's gonna shake you out of the core, because sometimes we are not really aware of how life-changing our decisions can be and how important it is to also be completely confident with the decisions that you make. A lot of the times we just make a decision based on our laziness and our fear. Sometimes we know if we choose this path, we can have it all. We know, oh, it's gonna be amazing. I know already it's gonna be like this and this and this and that. But you know how much work you actually have to put in to get there. And because of your laziness or not knowingness about certain things, you choose the other path, even though you know deep down the result that you want is coming if you take path A. But you have to put less work in if you choose path B. And that's these type of decisions and situations where it is so important to just simply listen to your intuition. As I said, take a step back, have a night or two, sleep over these thoughts. Also ask your source, whoever you're praying to or whatever you believe in, ask for guidance. Say, please God, please universe, please Buddha, please Allah, whatever. I'm at a crossroad right now. I don't know which path to choose. Can you please help me find the right path for me in this moment of time where I can live up to my highest good? And just quiet your mind. Don't think about anything. Don't weigh off options, good or bad, numbers, statistics. None of that stuff has anything to do with our intuition. But once you calm yourself, you will get a feeling. It can happen immediately. It can happen like the next day. Sometimes it happens way later. But we get like this instant feeling where we know that's what I have to do. This is it. I'm not clouded. The veil is lifted. That's what I'm doing now. And these are the things that you don't see if you just analyze everything, just be such a mind person and try to control your feelings. You can do it, but you pay after and after once you made already your decision. And I really want to show you that everything you have to decide is something that you always should go with your gut feeling. Now I have people probably saying, yeah, well, I always go with my gut or my heart. It's mostly in love situations, and I feel like so pulled to go back to this person, and I just want to be with this person again. I love them and I miss them so much, and I don't look at the red flags and I don't look at everything else, but you just go with your feeling. But if you're really honest to yourself, deep down, you know already it's gonna be problems. You know already it's gonna be trouble, just based on your past experience with that specific person. But the fact that your heart and love is bigger than anything else in this world might be the reason that you leading towards a decision again that you know it's gonna be trouble. So no matter how much your heart desires something, your intuition is not the same as what your heart wants. Your intuition will tell you cold facts, ice cold facts. It will show you, babe, I know you're in love with this person. I really know that you miss that person. But I'm telling you right now, this will not turn out the right way. I can say it so confidently because I've been in these situations all over and over and over again. How many times did I say, oh, it doesn't feel right, like everything seems weird and it doesn't even match what they say and what they actually do, but I still did it. I still did it because I wanted to make this work. I wanted to make this work, but you know what? I paid my dues for that. I made my experience, I learned my lessons, and there's certain things in your life, no matter how much you plan, structure, put your love and work and effort in, your intuition will never ever fool you. So I have to say though, if you somebody that consumes any kind of drugs or drinks here and there alcohol, but not just a regular drinking, I'm talking about more an excessive type of drinking, Everything that numbs your feelings and everything that brings you away from your inner intuition can be a factor that your intuition might not be seen and heard and felt like it should. Substances like weed or alcohol or other heavy drugs may be the reason why you don't feel so emotional no more. Depending what type of alcohol you drink, whatever. When you drink, yes, you can get emotional, but in the same time also aggressive. So all these fake feelings that come up while you under substance abuse, you don't receive the right information that your higher self gives you when it comes down to your intuition. In case you are not sober in that moment of time, I would highly recommend you to really not make a decision immediately. Sleep a night over it, ground yourself, don't take any additional substances, and just try to sober out with whatever you have in your system. Really think about how do you feel about that situation. And then you should receive the exact right answer for you in this moment of time. That's why it was so important for me to make this video, because especially in my coaching, I have a lot of people saying, hey, when do I know when to do and what to decide? What's the right decision to make? How do you figure out what's the right decision to make? Once you learn and master your intuition, nothing ever can stop you. Once you know what your superpower is, nothing can hold you back no more. That's what I really want to encourage you to do. Really center, focus, think about what is it that is holding me back. Is it just because I'm lazy or I have fear? That should never be a reason why you're not making a decision in order to live your highest potential. That's why I want to know right now underneath this video, what is it that is holding you back to do certain things? Are you more a mind person? Do you listen to your heart? Or is it your intuition that has always been guiding you? I'm super curious to know more about you and your intuition. Drop your experience down below. And of course, thank you so much for watching this video. Because of people like you, it's possible to create more content. I appreciate a thumbs up and also a subscribe to my channel if you're new here to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.